Home ownership is crushing budgets nationwide. Property taxes are as high as 25%. Insurance premiums are skyrocketing, and families drowning in hidden cost. This isn't the dream we were sold. It's a financial wake-up call, especially if you're a home buyer. It is overwhelming to see all these costs coming up if you become a homeowner. But stick around because I'm going to show you what the cost will be, what to expect when you buy a house, and what you can do to be able to buy a house in this market. Imagine finally getting the keys to your dream home, only to find yourself drowning in unexpected expenses. Your property taxes skyrocket, your insurance premiums double, and suddenly your budget is stretched thin. As you know, the inflation is high, maintenance costs are high, groceries are high, eggs are high. All these adds to your home ownership payments and your monthly budgets. This is becoming a harsh reality. Many of the homeowners who have already bought and many of the buyers who want to buy are facing this crisis, a financial crisis where their payments have skyrocketed and it is not stopping anytime soon. And believe me when I say the costs are rising rapidly. I've been in this house right here in Anaheim Hills, California for 25 years and I was cruising along, everything's fine. In the last 4 or 5 years, even though my mortgage payments are lower compared to what I would have bought a house right now, I am still feeling the pain right now. My property taxes have gone up, my insurance has skyrocketed, my homeowners association has gone up, my gardening costs have gone up, my maintenance costs have gone up, and anything I want to upgrade, it costs a lot of money. I just called a plumber a few days ago because my toilet was leaking and he was in and out in 20 minutes and he charged me $180. I tried to argue with him or try to reason with him to lower it. He said he couldn't. He drove here for an hour. The parts are expensive. He said the gas was expensive and that's all he would charge. And guess what? I wrote him a check for $180 for a 20-minute plumbing job. That's the reality. Let's look at the key points where homeownership is increasing in prices. Obviously, I mentioned to you that a lot of states, it's state by state and it's local by county, property taxes are skyrocketing. They are doubling, tripling in some counties and some cities. Insurance premiums, as shown by Insurify, is more than doubling, tripling in some states. In Florida, the average cost of home insurance is almost $11,000. The average homeowner's property insurance is about $2,500. In California, it's almost $5,000 per year. So these costs are driving up your closing costs. So these costs are driving up your monthly payments. Used to be that the property tax and your insurance used to be your main cost or the highest cost. Then you had the taxes and insurance. But these days, the taxes and insurance in some states, some counties is exceeding your property, your principal and interest. So it used to be that principal, interest, tax and insurance kind of used to be even, but now the taxes and insurance is exceeding your principal and interest, which has never been heard of. So if you're buying a house, talk to your lender, talk to your realtor and find out how much your property tax are going to be, how much your insurances are going to be, and what are the chances that they're going to skyrocket. As I mentioned earlier, different states have different property taxes. States like California, Texas, Nebraska, Florida, the insurance has skyrocketed because of the climate change, because of the disasters, the fires in California, one going on right now, actually 7 going on right now. We have tornadoes in Oklahoma, we have hailstorms in Nebraska, we have hurricanes in Florida and Louisiana. All these is increasing by significant amounts the insurance and everybody is paying for it. Not only that, this insurance has a side effect where the homeowners association is increasing because as the insurance increases, the owners patch that or latch that insurance or increase cost to the homeowners via increased homeowners insurance or increased homeowners association fees. It's a known fact that today, if somebody would have bought a home 3, 4, 5 years ago, prices have gone up anywhere from 30, 40, 50 up to 88%. That means that the homeowners are very equity rich today. But on the other hand, homeowners today are house rich but cash poor. What that means is they are very rich on paper. As you know, as the home prices have doubled, almost doubled in the last 10 years or gone up 50% in the last 4 to 5 years, depending on where you are, you have gained a significant amount of equity. That means you're sitting on a lot of wealth, but that wealth is not accessible. So if I bought a home 5 years ago, I have a lot of equity in my property. I am house rich, but guess what? My bank accounts are what they are. And when my principal, interest, tax, insurance, maintenance cost, upgrading cost, association fees all go up, I am struggling as a homeowner. So what's happening is the current homeowners are struggling, and the buyers who are having a hard time affording a home compared to 2 or 3 years ago now will even struggle more, because now they don't have to just qualify for the principal, interest, tax, and insurance for what the lender says, but a smart buyer must think about how much the insurance will rise, how much the property tax will rise, how much will the maintenance cost be, upgrading cost be, etc. So a buyer today has to be very cautious and see what's going to happen 2 or 3 years ahead. On that note, if you need to talk to a realtor or a lender before you even begin to search and understand what's happening, where to buy, how much you can afford, and I don't just mean the approval letter, how much you can really afford with all the moving cost and the Verizon and AT&T internet costs, phone charges, cable fees, etc., etc. So if you need to talk to an expert in your local area, direct message me. I have a nationwide group of top and skilled agents, and I can hook you up with a realtor in your area with no obligation. A link will be on my first comment section. I want to take a moment and talk about the relief options for homeowners or homeowners to be. What are some of the things that you can do to offset this cost? Of course, if you're a homeowner already, there's several things you can do. One is that you can shop around for the insurance premiums, shop around, ask different insurance companies, and get the best quote that you can get. If you feel your property tax is through the roof, you can dispute the property taxes. Talk to your local realtor, talk to an attorney, talk to your local assessor's office, and there are dispute forms. If not, shoot me a message and I'll guide you through it. But yes, you can dispute property taxes. But let's look at what you can do as a home buyer. What are some of the things you can do as a homeowner to be, so that you don't end up in a pickle where you buy a house and all of a sudden you can't afford to make a payment. It used to be that 20 to 25% of your mortgage payment used to go towards your household expenses. These days, depending on where you are, especially if you're in Orange County, Los Angeles area, up to 40% of your paycheck goes towards household expense, which is ridiculous. On average, it's about 30 to 35% right now. Even that is very high. So what are some of the things you can do to relieve this cost? Well, one thing is, let's say you're looking for something in Anaheim Hills or Orange County. The median home price is around $1.2 million. So if you feel that is stretching it, you may want to move out of the area, go to Riverside County, go towards the Palm Springs area, or go to other states in Arizona, Texas, if possible. Of course, that is a difficult thing to do, but you can buy homes what cost for $1 million here in Orange County, you can buy for $600,000 or $500,000. Of course, you may have family here, your kids may be in school, or your job is here, you may not be able to relocate, but that's one possibility. The other thing you can do is wait for the prices to drop and the interest rate to drop. Wait a minute, did I just say that? Well, if I'm the buyer, of course I'm going to think like that. But if you look at the history for the last 4 or 5 years, and I've been hearing this all the time, I'll buy when the rates drop, I'll buy when the home prices go down. Well, I got news for you. According to the stats and the reports which I have come across, which I have studied and analyzed, chances are home prices are still going to go up anywhere from 3 to 5% per year until 2028, and chances are your interest rates are not going to come down significantly. Today it's around 7%. I have an offer out and he's buying an investment property, so his interest rate is 7.25%, and he has been waiting to buy, but finally I told him to buy because the rates may even go up. Inflation may go up, who knows? You cannot control. So one thing is, if you can afford a house today's prices and today's rates and your budget is okay, go ahead and buy it. But if you feel that in a couple of years when the prices go up more about property taxes and insurance and maintenance, you may want to buy below your means and buy, instead of a house, you may want to buy a townhouse, or like I said earlier, consider relocation. The other alternative is you can look for grant programs. Of course, that depends on the city and the state, but there are some grant programs which can help you get some more down payment than what you have, which will reduce your interest payments. And the other things you can do, these are just suggestions, is that maybe you want to buy a house with your siblings. Right now, there are a lot of people buying homes that are multi-generational. Kids are buying with the parents are buying with the kids, siblings are buying together, friends are buying together. So if you can afford a 500 and your friend can afford a 500, maybe you want to buy an $800,000 house and share the cost. Of course, you have to look at the logistics and how good friends you are or how good of a siblings you are, but that's another option, and a lot of people are looking at that options. So there's some other options out there. If you would like more information or specific information about how home buying may affect you specifically in your area, direct message me. I'll be glad to help you or connect you to a skilled agent in your area. YouTube is recommending this video, so please watch it, and thanks for watching.